Good morning, Breakfast Club family. This is Mark Stevens for our host, Joe Shoup. Welcome to the Breakfast Club. First day of the week for most of us. Some people look at it differently, but I hope you had a great day yesterday. I hope you have a great day today. Joe is having some technical difficulties, so he'll be coming in very shortly, I hope. So I don't know exactly what he had for us today, but it's okay, because we always have something that we can do. I know David, yesterday, like I said, he was working on the letters in the back office. There were some things that we needed to correct, and I think that has been done now. So hold on one second. So I guess he'll give us an update on that when he comes in. We are very excited about the new lead gathering program that we have. He's very excited about it. We're thinking about some things, but again, it's a free program. And if you decide that you want to become a premium member, you can opt in and do that. And there you can make a little money. It's not a multi-level marketing. It's not an affiliate. Basically, it's a referral lead program. So if you want to refer somebody else, you can upgrade as a premium member, and everybody that you refer and they upgrade as a premium member, you will get paid $25, which is not bad. But basically, it's a free program. So really, everybody should join. And basically, as a free member, what you have to do is you have to give up the first 3 leads that you come upon. They will go up to your sponsor. And then from that point on, everything is free as long as you want it to be, unless you want to, again, like I said, upgrade to a premium member. So we feel it's a great program. We feel that it's sort of like the final piece as well, because again, when somebody comes and they start in business, they have to let people know that they're in business, but they also have to have people that they know. Or, well, not necessarily know, but they have to have people that they can get that information to, because that's part of the marketing, which is what we do to get our information in front of people. So, and you know, when you think in terms of 97% of people in this business do not make money or make very little money, and there are reasons for that. So one of the things you have to have in this business is a list. And usually when people come in for the first time, they don't have a list. They don't know anything about building a list. So they need help. And we feel that this program is an excellent program to give them that help. Because you already know, we have the Tools Rock system. We have the communication class. We have the company. We have the product. So the way that we have to help these people that are coming in is help them build their list. And hopefully, you know, if they don't have any money, we have a way to get them started, and they can help start their list with no money. So that's a great thing. I'm very excited about that. I'm very pleased with that. You know, so that's something that you need to have, and that people need to have. Those of us that have been in a while, we have some type of list, and we have learned how to build some type of list and everything. So that's a good thing as well. So again, it's a program you definitely want to have, because you're going to get a better quality of lead as well. And you know, some of us still have, and I do have, and I'm going to, you know, have it for a while, is the USA Lead Club. So I'm one that, like I said, I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I use more than one of anything that I do, because I've had an experience that I don't like, and when I'm expecting a paycheck and it doesn't arrive, then, and it's 5 figures, that's a wake-up call. No matter how good something is, I have learned, and it's the way I operate, I do not put all of my eggs in one basket, no matter what it is, who it is, or whatever. So I'm just letting y'all know that. So while we're waiting on Joe, if you have any questions, then put it in the chat box, and you know, hold on a second. Oops. Okay, hold on a minute. I've done something here. Oh, let me go back to the chat box. Okay. Okay, both private and public. So we have that if you need that. So again, any questions you might have, put it in the chat box and we'll address them. What I'm going to do now, I'm going to wait a couple of minutes and see if Joe comes in. If not, I always have something prepared. And this week we've talked about the 3 key questions that small business owners must answer, or risk failure. We talked about that. We also talked about, I gave you some information as far as taxes for your small business. If I have to, today I'll talk about, there are really 6 critical questions that your business plan must answer. You should always have a business plan, and there are about 6 things that they should answer. So if need be, I'll go through that. But I did see some things in the chat box, so let me do that. Dolores asked, well, never mind. That's okay. Let me see. Some are private and some are public. So I won't give the name, but what I'll do is I'll address the question. If someone were to sign up under me and Lead Skimmer, would I get paid for what they would become part of my downline? Okay. Now there are 2 types of, you can be a free member and you can be a premium member. Free members do not get any compensation whatsoever. What happens is this, is when you come in as a free member, the first 3 leads that you have passes up to your sponsor. After that, all the leads belong to you. Now, the only way you can get paid in this program is you have to upgrade for $44.95 one time, I mind you. Not a month, but one time, and you become a premium member. And if you do that from the beginning, you don't have to pass up any leads. So, and you can become a premium member at any time. But as a free member, you give up your first 3 leads. And after that, all the leads that you accumulate are free and they become yours. So that's how that works. They become a part, they become one of your leads. It's not necessarily a downline, but they're a lead. And then if you, work with that person and get them in your business, then they become a part of your downline. I tried to enter my MasterCard for the Lead program, but the name Visa keeps showing up. Well, we'll have to try to deal with that, because if I'm not mistaken, no, mine is a Visa. Mine is a Visa. I don't think that should be a problem. So we're going to have to look into that. I will make Joe aware of that as well, and we'll look into that. If anybody else has used a MasterCard, please chime in that you have, and that way we can help this person. Question, is there advantage of free leads versus paid leads? Well, I don't think that there's an advantage per se, because it depends on the type of lead that it is, yes. Because some companies put out leads that are just 24 hours old, which means that those people are they're what you call a hot lead. And then some leads are 72 hours, some leads are a week old, some are 30 days old. It depends on the type of lead. I don't know. Well, I think there would be an advantage in this fact, the fact that if a person yesterday opted in and said, I'm interested in having a business working from home, I'm interested in some type of business, to me, that would be a lead that you'd want to get a hold of yesterday. So that would be an advantage there, as opposed to somebody that came in 30 days later. You don't know how many people have approached that lead. Here's another thing. The lead that you get generally with a paid lead is germane only to you. That means you're the only one that have that lead. If I pay for a lead, I want to be the only one that have that lead. Other than that, I don't really want to pay for it. And that's the good thing about this program, is that the lead, whether it's paid or not, you're the only one that have that lead. So that's a good thing. Okay, let's see what else we have here. So if you have any questions on it or any challenges, chime in and let me know so I can try to address that. So I will, after we finish the Breakfast Club today, I will look into that and about that MasterCard thing and see what we come up with. And I'll make Joe aware of it, and then Joe can get back in touch with you, because I don't have the person that's putting this in. I don't want to put the name out there because it's private, and I don't have the information, the contact information. So I will get with Joe on this, and then maybe later on you can contact Joe and get that cleared up. The other thing, let's see here. Let's see. Okay, evidently Joe is having a technical problem as far as getting in today. So what I'm going to do is, I may not finish it, but we'll see. I tell you what, I'm gonna give the family a choice again today. We can either continually address questions about the new lead program, as well as about the presentation or the Tools Rock system or that, or I can do a session on the 6 critical questions that your business plan must answer. And so we're all in business, and you probably got your plan, but maybe it has answered, or maybe it hasn't answered these 3 things. There are like 6 of them. So I can either do that, or either, we can continue to add, keep this just as an open discussion about the lead program and answer any of your questions, and then I can possibly pick this up on Monday. So what you can do is put in the box, do you want me to address this with you, or do you want me to address questions and just what I'm doing now as far as the lead system, and then, like I said, we can also throw in there any questions you might have about the presentation or about Tools Rock system, which is a system that we use, or any challenges that you're having. Or, as I said, any challenges that you're having and that you want to share, you can keep them private or make them public. And if they're private, I won't put the name out there. I'll just put the issue out there and talk about it, but I won't put the name. Anytime because we do private and public, and if it's private, I'm not going to put the name out there. So I'm looking in the box. Okay. I see business plan. I see it twice. I don't see anything else on that. And if I get into this, I'm going to go ahead and finish it, which means it'll run us over a little bit, but that's okay. If it's okay with you, family, it's okay with me and everything, because I think this is very important. So let me check the box one more time. Person says, okay, Shirley says business plan. Dolores says 6 critical. That means the business plan. So I've only gotten 2 answers. And we've got a number of people on here, so you know, I would like to have more answers than that, but if not, and I don't see any questions on anything else, then I will go ahead and do this. So I'm going to give you another minute, a couple of minutes, and then I'll see where we are, and then we'll start this. But let me go back to make sure I got everybody's, that I've answered all that have been in here so far. And it looks like I have, at least the ones that I see. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm not seeing any more, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do this. And it's very important because of the fact that we want you to have the necessary tools and understanding and to run your business properly. See, because you never want to underestimate the importance of a business plan, because a business plan is really the backbone of your company, and it's you know, and actually it's a foundational pillar from which your enterprise is built. You got to have a business plan. Everything has to have a plan. And as you see in our presentation, and notice I said I'm always going to go back to the presentation. Part of the presentation says what? People never plan to fail, they fail to plan. So you have to understand that. You have to have a plan. And you know, it's going to serve as a first impression also. If, for example, if you were going to get a partner wants to see your business plan and see what it looks like before they're going to become a partner or an investor. As well as it's going to serve as a roadmap for your whole business. That business plan is that important, at least for the first several years anyway. And I used to do business plans for people as well. And a business plan can cost you anywhere from $200–300 to $5,000 for someone to write a business plan. And I've written them for people before. And but there's a lot that goes into writing one as well, depending upon what type of plan that is. Therefore, the difference in the, you know, how much it costs. It all depends on that. So let's talk about, you know, the first one that I think I'll talk about is, you know, what need are you addressing? Okay. In your business plan is very important, a very important question. What need you're addressing simply extends beyond the simple, what does your business do? It extends beyond that. And so it's you know, it's one thing to outline your business plan or your business in general, but describing what products that you make, what services that you offer, because you're either going to have a product or a service. And your business plan has to be addressed around that, and it has to address that in the plan. There are a number of parts of a business plan. I'm not going to get into those parts today, but I'm just going to, you know, talk about the questions that you need to address. So, and I say this is critical because it can be the driving force behind your customers' purchasing decisions. So that's why it's that important as well. And, you know, so what a fundamental customer need is what your business needs to be addressing. That's how you make money. So you want to back this up with the research, and shows you, you know, it will show you how to address this, which needs to be addressed, and it will show in your plan. In other words, what I'm saying here is this: if you have a business, you're going to have you're going to be offering a product or service, and your business plan has to address this product or service, whereas your customer understands and the customer knows what you're offering. That's what I'm saying. Simply that. So, you know, and so your business has to show, you know, that this exists. As simple as that. So let's go to the next one. What makes you different? Hold on one second. I'm getting a thing from Joe. Okay, he says he's still having problems getting in. Or he said, looks like his Chrome is corrupt. So he's doing scans. So he probably won't be with us today. So let's get back to this. Now, the question here is, what makes you different? To really take your business to another level, you have to be different from your competition. See, because there's a big world out there, number one. And startups are constantly coming on the scene. Not like ours, because in this particular business that we have, this Karatbars business, it's unique in the fact that what we do. So we're different, and it's a great different, and it's a tremendous difference. Matter of fact, it's a phenomenal difference for me. See, because like I said, many different businesses are coming up on the radar, and you know, so what is it that makes you different? What is it that makes yours more attractive than someone else's? You know, are there multiple businesses out there that are already serving, you know, what you're doing? Then when we compare it with our business, it's not. So that makes it very unique. So that's a question that you can answer. Well, yeah, you know, I can answer what makes us different, and you can answer that too. So let's go to the next one. The other thing that you have to, a critical question that you have to consider is, what is your audience? Who is your audience? In other words, who do you market to? Well, here's a hint. The answer can't be, believe it or not, depending upon your business plan and what you're doing, it can't be everybody. No matter how useful or practical your product or service is, what I'm saying, there's no way you're going to be able to sell to everyone in the world. You're just not going to be able to do that. So think about the factors like age, sex, education, geographical location, working status, marital status, and see what you have to do is perform some preliminary demographics. That's what you call demographics. Who you're going to market to. You know, why are you different? These are the things that you have to put into that business plan and have in your business plan so that you know what direction you're going. Because remember, be careful in the direction that you're headed, because you might end up there. Like I say, you might not can get back, or you might not like it. So these are the things that should be in your business plan. Number 4 is simply this. How is your business going to make money? That has to be in your business plan. How is your business going to make money? And see, this seems to be an obvious question to answer, but you'd be surprised how many entrepreneurs fall in the, you know, fail to elaborate that in their plan. And when they go to the bank to get money, and the banker don't see that in the plan, the banker, and Wally can attest to this, the banker's not going to give you that money. You're just not going to get the money, because what a banker wants to know is, how am I going to get my money back? So you have to tell them in your plan, and you have to tell yourself in your plan. If you put money in your business, the question you have to answer yourself, because you're not going to the bank to get a loan, but you still have to answer this to yourself. How am I going to make the money back that I put into this business of mine? Well, we know the answer is simply this: you sell products or services. Okay, but how are you going to sell it? Where are you going to sell it? How much are you going to sell it for? See, these are the things that you have to put in your business plan, and you have to actually answer to yourself. Because guess what? There's another part. There's another side of the question, and that is, what are your operating expenses? Who are you going to pay? You know, in case you hire someone. What services or partners will you need to pay? If you're the only one, then you need to pay yourself. Guess what? You need to pay yourself. And ultimately, the amount you sell has to be able to surpass the amount that you owe. Remember, we talked about some of those things yesterday? You know, assets, liabilities, you your assets, you want them to always be above your liabilities, and then the difference in that is your net profit. That's part of what you have to know. So you have to ask yourself, how is your business going to make money? And I think we've kind of answered those things when we look at our business. We know, because we do have a business plan. But these are some things I just want to kind of point out to you to kind of get you thinking about it, you know, and think about how your business is, how your Karatbars business is going. Are you doing the right things? And then the next, number 5, would be, how are you going to promote your business? Well, guess what? You need a marketing system. You have that? Yes, we do. You need people to talk to. So you got to have a list. You got to build a list. I think we just answered that. You have to be able to know how to communicate to these people that will allow you to connect with them, and to communicate with them when you connect with them. Because why? Terminology and perception has to make sense. I think we've taken care of that. So I think you can see we're on a good plane, but can we do better? And if we can, we need to work on that. Because again, traditional advertising sometimes doesn't work. Online marketing, you know, you have to get your information out there to people. So therefore, you have to have what? You have to have a good list. You have to build a list. Some people that come in this business, they don't have a list. You know, brick and mortar businesses, a lot of times people, they attend trade shows. But guess what? You can take this business and attend a trade show and network and meet people and introduce them to your business. Even though it's a business from home, it doesn't mean that you can't get out there and do that, like I'm getting ready to do. I think, what do I have? What's the day? The 27th? I've got about 3 or 4 more days, and I'm disappearing. I mean, I'll be here on the Breakfast Club, be here to help you out and everything like that. But after the Breakfast Club, I'm gone. It's like I'm out there. I'm out there to meet a lot of people, to share this opportunity with a lot of people, not to be having blue circles in the back office. There are many things that I'm going to be doing. So, and I'll come back and share some of them with you. I'll share my experiences with you, because you might like to do some of the crazy things I might do. And when I say crazy, I don't mean illegal or whatever like that, or something that's going to offend somebody. In other words, I'm going to make them look twice. Because first of all, with the product that I have, and with some of the props that I'm going to be using, you know, like I say, some of you may not have the nerve that I have to walk into a bank and throw a $100 bill as well as a Karatbars card down on the banker's desk and ask the banker, what is that? And look them in the eye and don't say anything else. And let the banker, you might be teaching, you should be teaching the banker something, because a lot of them don't know what you have and what you know, believe it or not. So I have the nerve to do that. So I walk in there in my suit and my tie, and I'll do that. So you may not want to do that, but I'll share some of the things that I do. There's other things that I'm going to be doing. So that's how I will, you know, that question is how you're going to promote your business. That's how, one of the ways I'm going to be promoting my business, even though I'm working from home. But I like being out, pressing the flesh, and, you know, talking to people. We call it belly to belly. I just like that, because I love people. So final, because we're at the bottom of the hour. The final one is, what do you need to get started? Well, guess what? In our business, you don't need anything. All you need to do is register for free and go from there. So there are many things we could say on that, but I want you to think about it in your own Karatbars business. You're started already, but if it's not working for you, do you need a restart? And what do you need? And do you have those things? Are there things that you need to do, and are you willing to do it? That's what I'm talking about there. Because see, for many potential partners and investors, this is the bottom line. If you were going to, let's say if you were going to have partners or investors. Now, what you're trying to do is get additional affiliates. Well, guess what? They're going to want to know what do they need to get started. And you have to know what to tell them. You have to know what to show them. You know, they may know, do I need any advanced equipment or this or that or whatever? These are the types of things that come up, whether it's brick and mortar or, you know, whether it's home based. These things come up. And my point is that these are the things that you need to know because they're critical. They're critical questions that, you know, your business plan must answer. So if you haven't done that, take what we said today. If you need to go back over it, you know, listen to the broadcast again on YouTube and then address those questions. And then you can bring them back to the Breakfast Club and say what you came up with, and then we'll address it for you to help you out. So with that being said, let's see if we have any other questions before we close out. Let me look in the chat box. Okay, we'll take a couple of minutes, and if you have any questions you want to ask, put it in the chat box, and I will address that before we go. Okay, don't see any yet. So, and you know, even though I brought this up today, a lot of these things a lot of us have answered, but I just wanted to kind of bring it up just in case, because believe it or not, there's still some people that might be straddling the fence, or you might have just had some new people come into your business, and you can share these things with them. That's why we do this, so that you'll be able to share it with your other affiliates and your new affiliates. So with that being said, peace and blessings to you. Go out and make it a great day. Share your opportunity with someone so that they can change their life, so that they can change their career, so that they can change the economy in their home. And you can be instrumental in that. You want to be known as the changer. What do you mean the changer? I can show you how to change your life. I can show you how to change your career if you're willing to listen and if you're willing to give it serious consideration. So peace and blessings to you. Go out, make it a great day. Again, change a community, change a city, change a state. And most of all, let's be the change in us that we want to see in the world. And let's help change the world one by one. Let's help them get time freedom. Let's help them get financial freedom. Let's help them get rid of the stress. Let's help them smile and laugh and just be gregarious and just love everybody. Let's make it a love fest. You know what? People that have the proper things, and it doesn't have to be a lot of money, and you know, just the things that they need. That's what a lot of people are struggling with today. They don't have the things that they need, but if they have them, they're more happier. And when you have more happy people, you'll be glad to go more places, do more things, share more things, because everybody is happy. That's what I want for the world. That's what I want for the world. The reason I'm happy is because I make it my passion is to help make other people happy. And if they're happy, I'm happy, and I'm happy because they're happy. So make it a great day, everybody. Peace and blessings to you. This is Mark Stevens for our host, Joe Shute, saying, make it a great day, and we will see you here on, I was getting ready to say tomorrow. See, that's how happy I am. I want to do this tomorrow. But we'll do it again on Monday. So bring somebody with you on Monday. We're going to have a great week next week. We may have Jennifer Ashby with us next week, but we will have some great things for you next week. So make it a great day. Peace and blessings to you. We'll see you Monday on The Breakfast Club.